down on my desk shaking his head, and there's the grade B+. And then he says, flash recall will get you nowhere. And I knew right then he couldn't understand that it was not flash recall. I still, to this day, know most of what was on that exam. I throw it in his face even now. This is one of the things I was arguing with him about. I say, you see, this was like 10 years ago. Almost. Yeah, 10 years ago, actually. And you accuse me of flash recall. Compare me to any student you have right now. The understanding of it. What I'm trying to show you, I said to him, is that I understand why things are happening. Love, the intelligence of love. I've used this analogy. It was given to me sitting by a river. I had the question, what is love then? The answer was given to me right there on the spot. It explained the concept of male-female energy to me in my mind, in my heart, and it just, how can I explain this to you? I was sitting by a river, and there, you know those certain plants that pop up out of grass that have the male components sticking up, the female leaves and everything? It just points my head down. Look at that leaf. You just know, so you look at it. And I'm trying to figure out, what is it trying to tell me until I realize it infuses into me. Okay, male and female components. Then it will make me observe what's around the structure. Oh, the energy manifesting it. Okay, now I get it. So, male-female energy. Then it moves my head up to the sun. And then I realize, okay, male energy. That's what the sun is. Outward energy. Then it moved it down to my penis. Male energy. Outward energy. Then it moved my head up to, not like controlling me like a puppet, it's just the way I'm saying it to you, to leaves on a tree. Well, they receive the photon energy, they're female, and the energy around them, female. Receiving. And then the parts of the tree that look like an antenna, the broadcast antenna, that's the male part of the tree. And then maybe understand that I'm not talking about masculine and feminine. Everybody has so many different male, female energies, in-out energies in your body. Then I understood, and then it put in my mind, now you understand what's going on. There's this outward destructive energy occurring on the planet. All the electromagnetic pollution, stimulation, everything is this outward male energy. That's why the Illuminati worship the sun and the phallus, then it's male energy. But see, when you're hit with all this electromagnetic energy, it throws your energy system out of balance, which can be female out of balance and male out of balance. And maybe understand that if male is out of balance, outward giving energy becomes aggressive, forceful energy. It can be in your actions, striking another individual, venomous words and language. It's an outward aggressive energy. If female is out of balance, then rather than being receiving, you become absorbing, gluttony, shopping excessively, consuming, basically. People that are around you that feel like they suck your energy away from you, that's female energy out of balance. The more out of balance it becomes, the more out of balance male becomes in a person, they become more bipolar or polarized. It made me look at my shoes. I'm like, what am I looking at my shoes for? And then it focuses on the rubber on the bottom of my shoes. The rubber on your shoes, that's an insulator. You're walking around without the ability to discharge or ground yourself to the planet and rid your body of this excess electromagnetic energy, which is throwing you out of balance. It said, take your shoes off. So I took my shoes off. It says, now you're discharging. Put your feet in the water. Now we're bringing you into balance. And then it made me look at the tree, and it made me understand this. The tree is the same as you. It has in and out energy, male, female energy. It's conscious on a different time scale. The tree is one of the most content life forms there is because it need not even move. Put the question in my mind, and I say it like that, you think that there's some sort of dialogue going on. Again, it's the only way I can express it to you, but that's not how it is. But that's how I'm going to say it, okay? Just to make it easy to speak to you. If a tree were scared of dying or being killed, would it even grow? You can do anything to a tree and it will keep growing until it loses its capability. But if it were worried about a tornado that could show up at some time, what is the point of growing? It said, if you want to see what you're missing, look to the tree. What does the tree have that you don't have? And then it whipped my head back down, male, female, sun, leaves, all around, trying to coordinate it for me, extracting a metaphor. I didn't have the information available to me that I could look up, so it had to do it this way. And then in my head it came up with certain things. Well, okay, it wasn't inhibited by religion, forced into synthetic guilt, shame, and fear. It wasn't told generically what it's supposed to do but not explained to it, and then coaxed with subliminal messages and programming and consciousness manipulation to make it do what it's not supposed to do. It's not inhibited with fluoride or NutraSweet. It's not subject to media or mind control. So the tree has an active connection to love and intuition. And it said, love, and this is where I learned this, love processes the mind. It is the solvent to polarity. The mind, which is this input-output male-female energy and consciousness and structure, therefore exists in the tree and in you, regardless of difference in form. Why create everything the same? All things being equal, though, same type of energy system, it is connected to me. So then the scenario went. When you walk into the woods, why is it that everybody, they can be angry, afraid, worried, frustrated? All these different vibrations associated with your thoughts. Your thought will be on the carrier wave of that vibration. One and the same. So, like, if you listen to your favorite radio station, 103.2 megahertz, are you listening to a constant tone of 103.2 megahertz? No, your ear can't even receive that. And even if it was decoded and lowered down, that'd just be a constant sine wave. No, that's the carrier wave. And then embedded secondarily upon that is the audiogram of the music that you hear, the spectrogram and audiogram of the music upon that carrier wave. Well, your thoughts, you can have a thought, I am John, and have that go on different carrier waves. One of lack of self-esteem, one of love, one of answering a question when a professor says, please raise your hand in attendance. The same information can go on different carrier waves. So the emotion is information. It is also a thought in and of itself, and so is the thought. When you walk out into the woods and you feel bad, why does everybody start to feel better? They all know what, but they don't understand why. Well, gee, maybe it's just because it's so serene. No. And it directed me to go start walking in the woods. So take off your shoes. So I took off my shoes, and I started walking in the woods. How do you feel? Feel better. Why? And then just whip my head. Male, female, love, male, female, love. This aura around me, which would be like the electron consciousness around a proton of an atom in a different way, expands now. Additional energies were drained